Look at this delicious pizza I just pulled off the grill. This is something I love doing all summer long, and it really brings my family together. If you'd like some more recipes that you can feed your family, please consider subscribing to my channel. Hey everybody, my name is Christine Chai and welcome to Zested Foods, where this channel is all about strengthening the family one meal at a time. Now, question for you. Gordon Ramsay says pineapple does not belong on a pizza. So let me know in the comments below, do you agree or do you disagree? It's hot outside, it's still the summertime, and the last thing I want to do is turn on my oven to cook some pizza. So what do? Well, today I'm going to show you how to grill some pizza out on the grill. Grilling pizza is not only fun and it tastes great, but you can do it while you're camping, you're at a park, you're in your backyard, or if you're living the van life.
Hello.
Today we're going to make a Margherita pizza, which has fresh tomatoes, basil, and fresh mozzarella on it. And this is the perfect pizza to make at this time of year when your garden is full of tomatoes and all that fresh basil that you just don't know what to do with. Try making this pizza. Now, when you're grilling pizza, you really want to have all of your ingredients already prepped out and ready to go because it's such a quick process and you don't want to have to waste time getting everything ready while your dough is on the grill. So we're going to start out by prepping out everything that we need. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a damp paper towel and we're going to place that underneath our cutting board. And this is going to help our cutting board to not slide around while we're cutting. It's just going to keep it in place so that we're extra safe. Now we're going to take our tomato and slice it up really thin. Now for me, I found that when I use a serrated knife, I can get the tomato to be really thin and I can cut it really straight and I can get really good cuts using a serrated knife. Next up, we'll be cutting up some of this fresh mozzarella. I'm a huge fan of basil, so I like to keep this fresh basil plant in my kitchen at all times so that I can add it to soups or sauces or pizzas or just to add to a sandwich. So for this pizza, we're just gonna pull off a few sprigs. Now you can add as much basil or as little basil as you would like, just depends on how much you like the flavor of it. Now with the basil, I like to stack them on top of each other. And then you take the basil and you roll it up. And now you take your chef's knife and we're going to cut this, and it's called chiffonade. And you can do this with other herbs as well. So you take your knife and then you just go through and you slice it up. And now you have these little ribbons of basil. And we'll just pop these in a bowl. And we'll just cut up a little bit more. Now that we have all of our ingredients prepped out and ready to go, I'm going to place this plate on a cookie sheet that we're going to take outside, and it just makes it easier to take everything out all at once. And a few other ingredients that we need are some dried basil, Italian seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, some kosher salt, black pepper, and some melted butter. You're also going to need a pastry brush and a spatula that you can use to help flip over the dough. So I put all of that on my tray, take it out, and let's go turn on the grill so it can start to preheat. While we have our grill preheating, let's go ahead and roll out our dough. If you want this recipe for pizza dough, make sure you check out this video right over here. Take your dough, and then I just like to roll it around in my hands just to kind of get it into a circular round shape, and then I just push it out a little bit with my fingers. And if you find it sticking to your counter, you can add just a little bit of flour to your counter just to help it so it doesn't stick. But you don't want to add too much because you don't want to dry out your dough. Once I feel like it's in a good circle, I take my rolling pin and then I start in the center and I just push out. And then I turn my dough. And this helps it to stay circular, but it also helps prevent the sticking to the counter. Once I get my pizza dough to the size that I want, I take my rolling pin and I place it right in the center of the dough. And then I carefully peel back the dough and place it over my rolling pin. And then I carefully pull up on my rolling pin. And now this makes it really easy for me to take out the dough and go lay it out on the grill. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna come and take your dough, and I just come to the grill and I lay it straight on the grill. Now then what I like to do is I just take it and stretch it out until it's the shape and the size that I want. Now depending on how hot your grill is, this is going to take anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, we're gonna just check on our dough. So let's lift up the lid, and then I just take my spatula and come underneath. And I don't want it to be really, really done, but I want it to be done enough. And it's good where it's at right now. So what I'm gonna do is take my spatula and just come right under and flip it over. Now at this point, I like to turn down my heat to a low because it's gonna take me some time to get all the ingredients on. Once the pizza's been cooking for a little bit, I like to come in and just check on it and look at the bottom just to make sure I'm not burning. If one side is a little bit hotter than another, you can flip your pizza around just to make sure it gets cooked evenly. But I think in just a few more minutes, that cheese on top will be melted and we will be good to go. Once all of that cheese is melted, we're going to remove the pizza from the grill. Just slide a pan right underneath, slide the pizza right on top, and you are good to go. Now that our pizza is off the grill, let's go ahead and top it off with some of that fresh basil right on the top. Go ahead and slice your pizza up. Oh, it smells so good. All that fresh basil on top. Oh. Grilling pizzas is such a fun, quick, easy dinner that you can make for your family. If you want this recipe or any other recipes that I have, make sure you check out the link in the description below where you can print out the PDF for free. Thanks for hanging out with me, and we will see you guys in the next video.